Yeah, no, let's get into it.
You guys make me manic in 20 minutes. They know if the it makes me go bipolar.
Excuse me? You heard me. I did. Let me come here. Make me
Look at him attacking people. Getting the cops. Getting the cops called on him.
Now you guys understand why I'm so off.
This guy's unhinged.
Now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused. And this happens to me all the time.
Jesus Christ.
So, if you haven't heard of the streamer FouseyTube, you've probably been living under some kind of rock. The guy is an enigma.
I swear to God, I hit
The guy's fucking insane is what he hitting himself. Jesus.
This is someone who is like certified old head unhinged influencer. But in a sense, even though he is completely unhinged and mentally insane, I almost respect his grind, because this guy has just been working since day one.
Yeah, the dude still streams
basically done
like
every single
every
aspect
fucking
you can
day.
think that
He doesn't
YouTube
miss
will
a day.
do. He did the body transformation. He was fat. And then he, got shredded. He went on stage in front of hundreds of people, screaming absolute nonsense.
I have bipolar and depression. What you put into my head made me want
Love myself.
Oh man.
And of course, what happened?
He was in that one. He was yelling at Keemstar. Because I guess Keemstar was talking shit to him or something like that, and yeah. It made him want to unalive himself.
Happens to every single influencer that has as much energy as FouseyTube. They
Energy.
go over to Kick. Believe me, I don't like talking about Kick. I'm really sick of talking about them in videos. It's not the same as Mr. Beast and Lunchley, but
Kick is a rat hole. Fucking Kick is a fucking rat hole.
if I do anything else, no one cares. Did you see me playing through Black Ops 6 on Veteran? No, no one did. Look at the views, it's horrendous.
Why is your voice so low quality?
But surprisingly,
Imagine
even though FouseyTube
unironically
is one of the
still
most
playing
prominent
Call of
streamers on
Duty.
Kick, I'm not even talking about views or attention. I'm just talking about clips of him going viral for being completely unhinged. Like the time how he was basically talking about he was the best streamer of all time, like ranking streamers.
top three IRL streamers. That's so hard. You got Fousey at 1, and
No
3,
way.
not Neon. He's like 100. If there's 100 people on the list, Neon's 100.
Now, you know,
Nah, best IRL streamer, I'm gonna say it. I don't watch a whole lot of streamers, but Jake and Bake does really good fucking live streams.
you have really messed up to be permanently banned on Kick, and that is what's happened to Fousey. Kick is probably the hardest streaming platform in the world to actually successfully get a permaban on. I'm not talking about like a casual ban, you know, like a 24-hour, 48-hour, maybe a week, maybe it's a month, but if the money goes to the right place, you can get an unban sooner, which I swear.
Yeah, people have done straight up violent crimes on Kick and fucking not get permabanned. It's insane.
Is something that Aiden Ross would literally mention, saying that if he got a certain amount of money, he could get people unbanned.
Yo, Jack, just remember, buddy, now you're really gonna have to pay me $200,000 if you want to get a man on Kick. I'm just letting you know right now. You want to get a man on
Jesus.
Kick? You want to funnel your OnlyFans girls? You want to get back? Now you're really gonna have to pay $300K. You got to give me $300K cash if you want to get a man on Kick. If not, you're
That's
next.
wild.
Go to Twitch and get banned.
I'm excited to announce that I will be attending Games Ground 2024. This will be in Berlin. I'll be doing a meet and greet on the 16th of November. The videos that I make,
Skip.
get 10% off, and also the see you there. Now this comes as a huge
Skip the pyrocynical slop ad.
shock because Fousey himself said he was pretty much down bad for Kick. This guy was the #1 Kick shill. He would always talk about how it's the best streaming platform on the planet, and I'm pretty sure if he didn't get permabanned, a year from now, he would have wrote his own gospel of Kick that he'd probably charge you $70 for. Like, for example, there was a clip of him going around talking about streamers that make a Netflix levels of income.
Y'all are making all your streamers, I don't have to say any names, I'm talking about everybody on Twitch and Kick, millions of dollars. I'm not talking about the little streamers, the middle streamers, I'm talking about the big dogs who know they have so much money they can produce Netflix quality shows every day.
Yeah, because they're taking sponsorships from unregulated gambling platforms. That's why they have so much money.
But they don't.
And to stop posting photos of their cars, homes, their outfits.
Tweets go viral about you guys making $50 million a deal. You say you respect your fans, right? Stop posting pictures of the cars you're buying, of the houses you're buying, of your new outfits, and start putting money behind your content.
Rather to say that instead of using that money on yourself in a vanity sense, you should put the money back into content. And specifically, really bizarrely, called out Pokimane for apparently just sitting behind her desk.
It was really the names that are in my head right now is Pokimane. Like, that group.
And then also goes on this weird tangent about...
Well, she might be sitting behind her desk for most of her streams, but at least she's not going out and fucking assaulting people and saying she's gonna kill herself. Like, Jesus Christ.
how he's a grandfather of the internet.
Been here way before you guys. I am the person your friends watched in middle school and high school. So when I tell y'all as an
has been around
adult,
for a
the
long
grandfather
time,
of the internet.
Now, I will give
But he's
Fousey
still
one
a
thing.
fucking
He's an
retard.
old head. He has definitely been in the game a long time. But just because you've been in the game a long time, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything you've done has been a banger. Also, two things I want to
That's
mention, by the
also
way.
true.
Talking about Pokimane, that instantly reminds me of the clip of XQC being invited over to our house and then just farting on stream when she left the room.
Dude, guys, what?
Typical Frenchman behavior.
No idea why I thought about that. And the second one as well, Fousey talking about using the money made to put back into your content. That's something that Mr. Beast would preach. And as we know, Mr. Beast is in quite a lot of hot water right now. Now, Fousey is talking about
Mr.
going next
Breast.
level with your content, with one-upping yourself. Don't get complacent. Don't you dare sit behind that chair and react to videos. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do what the Pyro TV channel does, where you just sit there in silence watching videos. I do like the
we're
Pyro
doing
TV
double
channel, by the way,
slop.
because I'm not
Making React slop content to a pyrocynical slop video. The circle continues.
sure how I've done it, but I've been able to turn like a 10-minute video into basically a 2-hour reaction because I keep pausing every 5 seconds because I never shut up. But again, back on track, Fousey is talking about how he wants to one-up himself in content. Everyone else should do the same. This is the guy, by the way, who will lie in the middle of the road. Mind you, with traffic surrounding him, he didn't get the road.
How the fuck is he not gotten arrested yet? Like that's a straight up fucking crime, like doing that. Or how hasn't he even got like 5150 or anything? Like all the shit that he said he's gonna do, like I don't know how many times he's talked about killing himself or fucking either talked about or actually assaulted other people. Like it's fucking, and look at him. He looks fucking unhinged. Like how is this guy still in fucking public?
Closed off or anything. He thought it'd be a funny
Look
bit.
at him. He looks like a
for not
fucking
farming
animal.
by just lying in the middle of the road
Look at him.
until I guess something happened. Yep, that is definitely some Netflix level quality content there, just lying in the middle of the road hoping that something happens. I mean, again, this is a prime example that if this happened on Twitch, he would get a ban. If this happened
Yeah,
on
'cause
YouTube,
it's a
I actually don't
fucking
think there's any
crime.
moderators that work on YouTube streaming. Like the stuff you can get away with on there is absolutely insane. I mean, I still remember all the clips of I Show Speed showing I Show Meat on stream, and he never got a ban or anything. But
Yeah, not that's a
to
bad
be fair,
spot
in
to
that
pause.
case, he did
Not fit for society, fucking 100%. Also, this video has an I Show Speed clip in it. Fucking the VOD's gonna get copyright claimed 100%.
actually delete the stream as soon as it happened. And I think like the two people that actually moderate YouTube streams like officially woke up from their cryo chamber and thought, do we ban him? No, he knew that was a bad thing. And then they just went back into the Futurama pod. But again, Kick is like this weird one where there are moderators, there are people available there, but you will
I Show Greed. Yeah, pretty much.
basically just never get a ban, and it's so weird that this has happened to Fousey. I mean, I still remember a good example is when XQC got his Kick deal, and then on one of the first streams, he has like a movie night where he basically just watches The Dark Knight Rises. So something that you might do like on your own or maybe with mates, like a movie night. He tried to do that on stream, and then the mods came into the stream basically saying, okay, we're probably gonna...
Hello there. We would like to notify you that streaming this specific content is in violation of our DMCA policy. Therefore, we kindly ask you to stop your live stream and be aware that we will need to remove the current VOD containing this content. Wow. Fucking Kick moderation team actually doing something.
Get a DMCA.
Yeah, when it comes to getting in trouble with actual large companies, then they're, oh, no, you can't do that, but fucking, you want to show nudity on stream? Go for it. You want to assault people? Go for it. You want to endanger people's lives? That's no problem. Fucking, that's funny.
Hey, and you're gonna have the whole site taken offline. So can we stop? Can we wrap this up, please? Not only that, he proceeded to call other Twitch streamers out as well, and then say that
the problem with 99% of streamers is that once they find a method that gets them the same views, money, and comfortability per month, they stop trying to go any higher, they become boring, lazy, and take what they have for granted. Well, the thing is, like, what he's saying here isn't wrong at all. It's like you look at a lot of big, like, MMO streamers, for example, like, or I was talking about this earlier, like with the Among Us streamers, people that like blew up during Among Us. As soon as like the game started to die out or they moved away from that kind of content, like a lot of them, like, you know, fell the fuck off big time. But like, he's not wrong about that. Like, people should try not to get into like one kind of niche. But this part here, I'll move my camera. This part here is the I'm here to be the change. Will become the Mr. Beast of streaming. Yeah, that's fucking no way.
he is the Mr. Beast of streaming.
We treat them to crave degeneracy like Jack Doherty.
Who said that? That was a FouseyTube tweet.
Disrespectfulness like neon.
And obviously that statement is not going to age well for obvious reasons. One, he's been banned off Kick now at the time of recording.
Banned.
And
Holy
two, again,
shit.
we know what's happening
He needs to pay Aiden Ross some money then.
with Mr. Beast currently. I am also currently working on an update to the Mr. Beast stuff because, as you've noticed on the Slop channel, there hasn't been an upload for about a week. That's because I've been in Sweden. Yep, I know. Get it out your system. Play Sweden. I get it. Weeaboos have placed Japan. Pyrocynical has placed Sweden. But yeah, I know there's a lot that has happened with the Mr. Breast situation and a lot of the other members of the team and stuff as well. Some of it is really bad. Some of it seems to be just straight up fabricated for clicks. Anyways, back to Fousey. In terms of Twitch beef, it was quite mediocre. He eventually quote tweeted a streamer that was queefing into their mic on stream.
Twitch streamers are y'all fairies just as bad, if not worse, than us all. But you guys have such a moral high ground you walk around on. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, just like her smelly ass queefs, you all stink. This guy's out of his fucking mind.
And basically claiming that Twitch streamers are just as bad as Kick streamers. He even went out of his way to do a quote tweet video on Jason the Ween, who's a really big streamer. He's got almost 1 million followers. And he was talking about how
TikTok Riz party be like that. Yeah, look at that shit. That's some straight up fucking TikTok Riz party shit right there. What a bunch of fucking losers, dude.
1 million followers. And he was talking about how he was offered a Kick contract.
Think about going to Kick. Like, you go to Kick when you're like kind of retired, like when you don't want to do anything more.
Kick is where you go when you get banned from everywhere else.
The fall off streamers is okay. I'm gonna steal that word now. I'm adding that word to my vocabulary. I'm adding it to my Batman belt. Now, Fousey goes on to also claim that when he started streaming on Kick, he basically got 10 times the amount of following and also 10 times the amount of money. And
talk directly to the company. I'm probably one of the most clipped streamers. That's not true, but fucking 10 times as much. Fuck, I can't talk. 10 times more money. Yeah, that's because he's fucking taking stake.com fucking sponsorships, probably.
times the amount of following and also
Gambling.
10 times the amount of money. And he also goes on to say that he is the most clipped streamer, which again, like, I really do like how kick streamers will use being clipped as some kind of like social currency. Like,
what is this? All ga 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 ga.
like, that's not a good thing. Like, you want it to happen organically, definitely, but like if it happens too much, you get labeled as a clip farmer. I mean, look at Jixie. He basically revived the Rainbow Six Siege scene. He was and still is an incredibly popular streamer, but now people like have basically picked up when the guy is clip farming. Like, even with me, when certain, you know, incidents happen on stream, people will immediately chalk that up as clip farming, even though, and I know this sounds like a code, it is like a genuine alt-tab mistake. I think the worst thing I could have done in my streaming career is have 2 separate monitors.
My favorite pretty boy fem.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, is have two separate monitors.
Imagine farming that fucking hard.
My favorite pretty boy
Showing
pyro.
But anyway, Fousey is talking more
stream.
about Jason, basically saying he's wrong about his opinion on Kick being, you know, whether...
Yeah, not just fat people, like super inflated fat people, like inflation fetish. Fucking... I watched this one video where he was watching something about like morbid obesity. Fucking... like just morbidly obese people, and it's like, you know, he was into it. I know, it's a disgusting fucking fetish.
fall off.
To be fair, a lot of them are like shit and piss. Like, you gotta screw loose if you're into getting shit and pissed on. I'm just gonna say it.
Streamers go. Even though he says he's, you know, so famous and successful and he has so much money, he himself has admitted on stream that his content is basically just brain rot, but a long form version. His streams are basically just a 2-hour long TikTok. Now, however, this all changed. He admitted that his content was brain rot. He also said that he's the most clipped streamer. He also said that he is the Mr. Beast of the streaming world, which is a very bizarre statement to make, to say the least.
I used
That's
to
out
stream
there.
8 hours a day. Every second used to be a high moment because I used to be like, I have to stay relevant. I gotta get a clip.
But this all changed again when he
What
tried
an
doing
animal,
a
dude.
24/7, 30-day subathon. Now, if you don't know, you do. I'm just trying to make the video longer. Just be quiet for a second, okay? Subathons are money printers for streamers, and it is basically the best way to make millions of dollars or to at least get yourself on the rankings of being the most concurrently subscribed streamer. Any big streamer that does a subathon usually ends up being in first place for at least a couple of months. This happened to Ludwig, Kai Cenat, and most recently, Iron Mouse. And this subathon is where things went very, very wrong for Fousey, which ended up in the permaban. But before I get into that, I do want to...
That's
There's a little
insane.
bit of a breadcrumb trail of Fousey having these kind of like manic moments that I do want to go over, which probably led...
Fousey's manic episodes. This is the real juice of it. Fucking...
up to this
He said some wild fucking ones.
mental breakdown. So a month or so ago, Fousey was in the news again for having another possible mental breakdown. I also do want to say, I know...
Oh yeah. We're having over 500,000 subs and only donating 20%. Is he trying to say it's like a charity thing or something like that? Fucking... If that is the case, yeah, that's a fucking massive piece of shit move.
I know the majority of the video is, haha, look at the mentally ill man, that's hilarious. But he has been very open about having bipolar. He might even have some other, like, you know, mental illnesses as well. So obviously he is still allowed to be criticized. That is not like a free pass to just, you know, act like a complete egotistical maniac. But at the same time, I think it's really important to say that and to put that out there for people that are watching this video. Now, this is something I was actually going to make a video on before in the past. Basically, Fousey went completely off the grid, off the radar. No one heard from him. Even to the point where his manager actually tweeted from Fousey's own Twitter account, basically...
SOS. If anyone has seen or heard from Yusuf, please contact me on Discord or message me here. Haven't heard from him since last night and he missed his flight this morning to Atlanta. The team and his family are worried. Management. Imagine being that fucking unhinged. Like, that kind of shit happens to you. Your own fucking management doesn't even know where the fuck you are.
Saying we haven't heard from him, and apparently he's missed his flight to Atlanta. His manager on Fousey's Twitter account then shared another tweet basically saying that Fousey's family did a wellness check on him and basically couldn't find him. He wasn't at home.
Holy shit. They couldn't even find him. The fucking cops couldn't even find him. Sorry for bringing this online. Family ran a wellness check. No one's home. Suitcases are gone. Car in the garage. $1,000 withdrew from a San Diego ATM early in the morning. That's to buy a gun and 1 bullet. Fuck it, I shouldn't joke about that. If anyone has heard or knows anything, please contact me immediately. The closest lead we got. Again, oh. Management. No, I don't think he's trying to farm. I think he's just genuinely like mentally unwell. Fucking Fousey's like properly fucking insane.
Home and
like you can tell just by looking at his face and just like body language when he's going off. Like the dude's fucking, you know, as someone who's gone off the deep end themselves a few times, the dude's definitely, you know, got a few screws loose.
They couldn't find his luggage either. On top of that as well, his car was left at home, and apparently he withdrew $1,000 from an ATM in San Diego. But despite all of that, and he was obviously on the move, there was no official word from Fousey. And also apparently on top of that as well, there was some random guy trying to get money out of his team by claiming that he knew where Fousey was. Like, I get it, Fousey has lost like most respect on the internet, but could you imagine that this guy is missing and no one knows where he is? And then you have like absolute scumbags reaching out being like, oh, I know where he is, but only if you pay me. You need to give me money first. He even tweeted some pretty concerning stuff before his disappearance, like for example saying that he couldn't sleep, putting his phone on do not disturb, and then straight up saying as well on top of that, catch me if you can. Now the problem is with a situation like this, it is basically the boy who cried clip farm. You know, is he actually having a mental breakdown? We know he's been open about his bipolar, but also time and time again.
Yeah, you do make a pretty good point. He could just be trying to farm. I think it's a bit of both. Like, the dude is obviously like unwell, but like he's been in the game so fucking long, and like it's become like it's just taken up such a large part of his life. I think the kind of the boundaries between like farming content and his like personal life, they kind of, you know, they kind of blend together. I think that's what the case is. Oh fuck, nice man.
Fousey is someone that tries to push the boundaries of how far he can get away with something, and then when it all crashes in and he doesn't get the clip, he doesn't get the notoriety, then it's the apology. And then basically... And then when it crashes in and he doesn't get the clip, he doesn't get the notoriety, then it's the apology.
I'm not gay. Totally.
And then basically give it 5 weeks and the exact same thing happens again. I know I can make this joke in hindsight because he's safe now, obviously. This is an older story. But it's more the fact how when he made that tweet, he definitely just watched, like, you know, Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, probably while like smoking weed or something like that. And probably convinced his own brain that he was Leonardo DiCaprio. No. He would have said himself, I'm the Leonardo DiCaprio of the streaming world. Which again makes about as much sense as saying Mr. Beast of the streaming world. He was also streaming late into the night as well, talking about how he basically wasn't going to put on a character anymore. And it's also been an extremely emotional week for him.
And I swear to God, you're going to see a side of me, hear a side of me, and understand me in a way you've never understood me before, because I'm not playing a character today.
Now, his management were really concerned because
the dude
Fousey
is a
someone
fucking
to
character.
time and time again consistently have mental breakdowns. And he even actually had one last year, which led him to get a mental health evaluation.
Oh,
and then they
shit,
decided to share.
He actually did get fucking 5150'd. Might sound cringe, but you heavily fuck with Bape. What the fuck is Bape? I don't even know what that shit is.
Share this information on social media to try to find out where he went, and it didn't go any.
Google it. All right. Give me a second. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that would have been the shit if it was around when I was in like grade 8 or 9. But I don't know. I'm too old to dress like that. Fucking. Those shoes are pretty nice though. I kind of fuck with those. Yeah, some of the shoes are pretty nice. But yeah, no, those hoodies look like shit. But right on.
You guys made me manic in 20 minutes.
Where were we? Right about here.
Led him to get a mental health evaluation. And then they decided to share this information on social media to try to find out where he went, and it didn't go anywhere. Now, not too long after the management were tweeting about him, like looking for where he was, thankfully, they also tweeted pretty...
Sorry for bringing this online. We're all panicking because of last year's incident. Yusuf is texted and is safe, okay. I find it fucking funny how whenever like his team is trying to find him after he has a breakdown, they always just end it with management. Fucking.
Soon after that, Yusuf, which is Fousey's real name, was safe and well. Even in the texts that were posted, you can really see that Fousey is actually a bit upset that they went public with this info, and he's basically concerned that everyone, again, thinks he's crazy. And then he basically...
Nadim, respectfully, please give me some space and let me be alone. You shouldn't have went public. Now the entire world thinks I'm crazy again. Again. No, I don't think people ever stopped thinking he was crazy. Maybe I want to be left alone. I'm sick of everyone micromanaging every second of my life. I love and respect you, but yesterday's call was uncalled for. Back to rehab? Really? Because I was content? Oh, because I was content in Toronto? You all got me fucked up. Please call my mom and fix this. You'll know where I am when I want you to. I'm safe. Yeah, this is totally sane person behavior.
He's crazy. And then he basically tweeted a video of himself verifying that he's okay and nothing bad has happened to him.
Guys, try to say this as calmly as possible.
It's like he's taking himself hostage. Fucking holding himself for fucking ransom.
This time. I'm okay. I am healthy, but they're trying to do it.
I am okay. I am healthy. They are feeding me, and nobody has hurt me. Like, what the fuck, man?
To me again, and I'm gonna be as calm as possible, but you can't do it to me again. Not again. I'm perfectly fine. I'm healthy, as you can see. Hi guys, my name is Yusuf Salah Harakat. I go by Fousey on the internet, and I just want to let you know that I'm healthy and I'm okay.
Now, I do get the concern that he's worried about people, you know, thinking that he's crazy. Like, you know, I got these scars. But again, Fousey, I feel like even without the bipolar, has a very, like, kind of erratic personality. I remember for years and years, he's done really bizarre things. I mean, one good example is when he posted what I believe to be, I think it was an Instagram story, basically atting Drake, saying that, Drake, I'm waiting outside your hotel room right now if you want to go meet, which is a very bizarre behavior if you never had any, like, contact to set this up beforehand.
Yo, Drake, I literally look like a crazy person right now because I'm outside of the place that you're at. Don't ask me how I found it, bruh. God put me here. I'm on.
I know I look like a crazy person right now. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a fucking crazy person in this case.
God's plan right now. I'm walking in God's purpose.
Where your dad is, who I know personally.
I do want to pause the recording, by the way, because I found the cat again. Look at this little cat. Look how long this cat is. How are cats so long? You can really tell I've just never had a cat. I don't even know how to hold her properly. I'm going to put her on my legs now. And she jumped off. Yeah, it's over. Just a disclaimer, by the way, as well, before the RSPCA or PETA get involved, that is not my cat, don't worry. Fousey then went onto a stream and bizarrely was talking about how he thinks basically everyone is out to get him and to put him back in rehab, and he doesn't want to go back to rehab.
Imagine this. I'll play both characters. I love improv,
Hey guys, I made it. Hey Yusuf, get in the car. Where are we going? Rehab. Bitch! What?
This guy's out of his fucking mind.
No!
But then afterwards he came out the next day to confirm that apparently now everything is all good, and also apologized for his behavior on...
Oh no, I'm sorry about the 3 dozen breakdowns I've had in the past month. Oh, I'm not crazy. I'm all good.
Stream the day before. I'm not sure whether this was manager input or maybe he actually kind of realized, okay, I was having a little bit of a meltdown.
A lot of you may have seen what happened yesterday. I'm just posting this to say I'm good. I'm healthy. My team had a wellness check done on me.
The fuck is this outfit? Why is he wearing one fucking mechanic's glove?
Just to make sure I was okay and didn't
looks
need
like a fucking
to go
idiot.
anywhere or do anything, and it was deemed that I was healthy enough, my well-being was a-okay to be able to not have to do anything about it.
And that's pretty much where the Fousey disappearance saga ends, but unfortunately that's not where the entire Fousey situation ends. Again, you will notice this repeating pattern of Fousey doing something very brash, erratic, and stupid, and then he will apologize for it only to do something similar sometime down the road later. It is a constant repeating cycle. I mean, I've been on the platform for like, I think 8 years now. I'm technically an old head myself, but this is something that he will consistently keep doing. So not too long after that, Fousey starts streaming again. And this, from my personal opinion, isn't really a good thing, because after having such like a mental break, you probably should, you know, get off the wagon a little bit. I know it sucks. I know the way that YouTube and Twitch and...
Nah. See, the thing with crazy people, when they're doing something crazy, and you try to tell them that they're being irrational and should not do what they're doing, they're not. Do you think they're gonna listen to you? No. They're gonna fucking do whatever the fuck they want because they're crazy.
Kick and streaming and...
Like, well, you just can't rationalize with these kind of people or anyone in that kind of like mind state, you know? It's like, oh, it's wild.
Works, you need to have some kind of, you know, you have to keep working, basically. You can never stop, because once you stop, then you probably get it in your head that, oh, someone else is going to keep uploading when I'm not uploading. I remember Markiplier talking about this years and years ago, but, you know, he basically even said himself, I think when he took a 2-week break at one point, his channel basically just dropped off for a little bit. And I don't want people to get it twisted. I think that, you know, being a content creator is one of the best jobs that you can have in your entire life, without a doubt. But also, there is that constant need to keep doing content, keep pushing content out, because I mean a good example is this is the first day where I've uploaded in the past 5 days, and even then I refuse to check like my analytics and stuff, because all I know it's going to be telling me is you've done a bad thing. How dare you not upload every single day talking about lunchly Mr. Breast drama. But yeah, Fousey was pumping out a bunch more.
I like my cheese drippy, brah.
Content. He did Halloween Horror Nights, G7 Fight Club tryouts, and even at one point as well, bizarrely, getting a psychic reading. Now, this psychic reading is really something, because he even asks at one point, he asks the psychic if he's gay or not, which I feel like this is something that you should probably know yourself. I mean, some people might not be completely aware of their sexuality or, you know, what they're into, but I feel like asking a psychic to tell him if he's gay...
The dude's in so many levels of denial about being gay. He asks the psychic if he's gay, and she probably told him yes, and he still denied it.
There is something really comedic about that.
I just saw something in the chat. Am I gay?
You're not gay.
He is not gay. He is not gay, confirmed. That is absolutely a question a straight person would ask. And he is not gay. He is not gay.
Can you say that again?
You're not.
I need my daily I am not gay affirmations to tell myself. Look at his fucking face. He is so fucking happy to have someone tell him that he's not gay. Look. Look at him.
Gay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I try to tell people. They think I'm gay.
Definitely not.
I wonder
However,
why.
this pumping out of fresh, new, exciting content was cut short when it was brought to his attention that Fousey's dog, Muffin, was left in his car while on stream. Also, apparently he and his team were taking an Uber to another spot and then asked one of his team why they didn't have someone on that team following the Uber in their car.
How did no one think to one of you, especially one of you can't even be on camera, did not bring our car and follow us behind? So why did nobody propose to have the car follow us to the location?
So as he tries discussing this with his group, he gets really emotional, realizing that he left his dog Muffin in a car. He gets really, really upset, even starts like punching the passenger
Jesus
seat chair,
Christ.
and then begs the Uber driver to drive them back to the location where they were picked up.
That woman didn't even fucking flinch. Imagine the shit she probably has to fucking deal with. Holy shit. And he's in a fucking Uber too. It's just a fucking stranger driving. Like, holy shit.
With Muffin! Sir, go back. Oh my God!
What the
Sir,
fuck?
go back, please, to where you took us from. I'm ending stream. I'm sorry, Hannah.
No, that's okay.
Sorry. Can you take it where we came from?
And then after
Jesus,
that,
man.
he shortly ends the stream. Is it a reasonable crash out? I mean, to be fair, it's his dog. You don't really know what kind of like emotional attachment he has. I know this entire video I'm coming across as like a FouseyTube apologist. And believe me, I've done a lot of like negative videos on Fousey in the past. But I also know that some people do have that like legitimate family bond with their own pet. And also you got to keep in mind as well, Fousey has like a pretty manic personality. I'll be honest, it is the worst combination imaginable.
manic
Because it's
as
like you've got
fuck.
someone with a manic personality, bipolar, constant mania, and then depression, and then he's streaming all the time, where like the current meta with streaming is to be as loud and as toxic and as annoying as possible, because that gets you the
Maybe we need to ramp up the toxicity. I need to start saying the N-word on stream. I need to be more rude to people. And I need to be more loud and obnoxious.
clicks, that gets you the attention. So if anything, in like a really bad way, Fousey is perfect for the current streaming meta, but no one can keep up with it forever. You will eventually crack. So once that clip started to go viral, Fousey then started basically tweeting about the entire situation. He goes on to say that Muffin was left in the Tesla when it had a dog mode on. Apparently dog mode is a real thing that Teslas have. It basically just means that the AC is left on in the car so the dog doesn't, you know, overheat and die. He then goes on to say that his team will prioritize Muffin on his next streams. Again, like, I don't understand why you need like a team to manage your dog for you. You should kind of just like know where your dog is at all times. So why am I talking about all of this? Because
yeah, he acts like a giant unhinged fucking toddler. Like can't even keep track of his own dog. Like what the fuck, man? He shouldn't have a dog if you ask me. Like there's no fucking way Fousey should be in charge of another living thing. Like holy shit.
You know, a lot of these stories are months old. I think it's really important because this shows a really concerning relationship between Fousey and his management team. It really shows that Fousey puts too much trust in his management team, and in turn his management team can't really deal with Fousey.
Yeah, they just have to fucking try to babysit him all the time. Like holy shit.
Your management team are meant to be producers. They're meant to be fixers. You know, if you need like a drink or something or a coffee, or you need them to maybe get like a set designed for you. They're planners, right? They're not people that watch your dog in a Tesla for you. So on the 29th of October, Fousey announced that he was doing a 24/7, 30-day long subathon. And apparently during the subathon, he was going to record his debut album on stream. Now, I do want to say he does call out J. Cole and Drake in this post, but he doesn't actually bother to call out Kendrick Lamar either. But that's probably because during the Kendrick and Drake beef earlier in the year, and Metro's booming track. I know, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Metro's booming track, Good Kid, Mad City, okay? I get it. I'm just gonna lie and say I've got like internet dyslexia, okay? And I think during all of that drama, Fousey was basically swinging in Kendrick's favor. As to be fair, like 99% of the internet was as well. Now, Fousey isn't the first person to do this. There was another singer called Eric Doa. I got you, right? I got you. You thought I said it wrong. No, his actual name is Eric DOA. And he actually did this all the way back in the summer. And he had an upcoming album and he brought on some guests, like, for example, Porter Robinson, Wave Dash. So later on in the day, Fousey and his now ex Let me be clear about this. Ex-content manager Nadeem basically went viral as Fousey decided to fire the manager over the camera battery not being charged. But it ultimately ended in a more
I've worked with like hard to be around people and just like had non-personable bosses. Like it's the worst fucking thing. But imagine having someone fucking like that fucking unhinged that just assaults people the second something goes fucking wrong. Like, holy shit. It's probably good for the guy that he fucking quit or got fired. Fucking
falling out.
Just tell me that the camera right now is at 15% and it's been 10 hours.
Yes.
So how is it at 15% if you charged it at 4 in the morning?
I flipped the breaker this morning.
Look at him just fucking eyeballing him.
You know how Mia told me the story? She goes, Yusuf, I woke them up at 4 a.m. and I told them what they needed to do. Yusuf, it's still at 15%. They didn't listen to me. So fuck breaker, fuck you, fuck Joey.
What the fuck, man?
This is the big leagues. You don't have to shake my hand. This is the big leagues. You tried out. You failed. Go home, work out with Neon Sniper Panda or whatever Z-listers you worked with before me, and then come back when you're ready. You don't got it yet. Shake your head, say what you want to say.
Jesus.
What? Oh, I wish I cussed him out.
What a piece of shit, dude.
You suck. I'm telling you that to your face, Paul.
I have nothing to say to you other than I can't believe how disrespectful you've been to me.
I can't believe how disrespectful you've been to my company live, motherfucker.
Okay.
You promised me the world, you tried to
did promise you the world.
You made me lose.
When did I promise you the world?
Hey, I'll be there at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We didn't start till 7. Hey, there's gonna be thousands of people there. I brought the people there. Are you dumb, Rain? Try to come to my place and I paid for with a job that was gonna change your life.
Shit.
What the fuck, man?
Go work at Chuck E. Cheese.
What a fucking prick. He fucking assaults him. Holy shit.
Now, I do know that Fousey, as I've said, like...
Jesus Christ. He just fucking starts insulting the dude as he's fucking leaving. The guy says one thing and he just loses his fucking shit and assaults him. Like, what the fuck, man?
20 times throughout the video has had a...
And he's a big dude in the US, fucking getting handsy with people like that. He's fucking... lucky no one's fucking shot him.
A very erratic personality, but even me, I do have a hard time believing the legitimacy of this argument being real. But again, that's the problem when you're a Kick streamer. It's always the case of the boy who cried clip farm. So shortly after this crash out was aired on stream, Fousey was temporarily banned on Kick. So usually what happens with the Fousey cycle, this was an element I didn't talk about. Obviously, he does a bad thing, he apologizes. If he gets banned on Kick, he will immediately run to Twitter having a breakdown about it. So he originally made some tweets that were, you know, pretty petty, but as more videos dropped, it obviously became pretty concerning on Fousey's current mental state. He even goes into detail about how terrible his mental health has been recently, and that basically caused him to crash out at his employees. He also references that he doesn't want to have a repeat of last year's incident in Miami, but he eventually then, you know, calmed down from everything.
I've been under so...
That was the incident, I believe, at a convention where he got on top of a van shirtless, screaming that he was gonna kill himself. I'm pretty sure that's what the Miami incident was.
So much stress because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. My adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember.
He's fucking crying. Look at him.
Hours now that I'm out of it, and now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused.
Oh shit! That demon. Thank you for the oh, fuck off. Fucking bitch. Banned.
This happens to me all the time. Now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like, I feel so so much better now, though. I feel free.
So not too long after this crash out, Fousey was unbanned on Kick because obviously they realized how much of a cash cow he is, and then he still promised to do his 24/7 stream. Now, although he was back on Kick, which is probably the single worst thing he could have done because, you know, his mental health is still spiraling, he still was really hyped for this 24/7 stream. I cannot imagine a worse combination, like someone that is as manic as FouseyTube being on stream constantly for 30 days straight. I mean, usually when people do like a subathon, like for example Ludwig, you know, they'll sleep, they'll have downtime, obviously they'll still be on camera just sleeping. They'll usually have mods set up to entertain the chat or something, but I feel with Fousey, he would probably just stay up for 30 days straight. Over there, by the way, you can see Trog. There you see. So the stream started off with the most rookie streamer mistake imaginable, which happens to me quite a lot because I'm terrible at managing audio. The stream was muted for about 30 minutes. Now, even when I have audio issues with the stream, I am molded, okay? Like, I don't try to show it on stream, but having audio issues is one of the worst issues you can ever have because there's so many different things it could be. It could be different audio interfaces, different inputs. There could be drivers outdated. A lot of people use a Go XLR as well, like making sure that all the audio syncs up properly. It is hell. And usually if I ever have audio issues, the first thing I do is run to Discord and message one of my mods basically crying, saying, can you fix this for me? Because I am screwed. I have no idea what I'm doing. Now, like I said, I'd be molded. What do you think Fousey was like when he realized that the audio was muted? He starts cussing out and trying to start a fight with a crew member. And that's all. Yeah, he tries to fucking fight him. Like, how the fuck is this guy still out in public interacting with people? Fucking... The guy's like seriously, the guy's fucking clearly a danger to himself and others, like fucking hell. All while the rest of the team are trying to then get the audio fixed. And then in like an alignment of the clip farming moons, when the audio is eventually fixed, Fousey, then you can hear him going on this mental rampage saying he's going to blow his brains out on stream. He mentions his crewmates as well. Why did I think of Among Us when I said crewmates? He mentions to his crewmates about making the lawsuit bigger. That's in relation to his ex-content manager who is allegedly threatening to sue Fousey. That is Nadim. Should sue him.
Nobody touch me. No, it's not. You guys made me.
They fucking censor his fucking man boobs.
Manic in 20 minutes. They know if they f up, it makes me go bipolar. Look at my eyes. I'm gonna shoot myself tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Kick.com/Fousey. It's done. Now you guys understand why I'm so pissed off? Now you guys understand why I socked that bitch ass nigga in the face? And I'll stab him too. Make the lawsuit bigger.
Watching this clip again, it really does seem that Fousey is genuinely serious about taking his own life because again, like I've said earlier, he's an incredibly manic person. But also, it's hard to believe whatever he says with any sincerity because he's been known to do this time and time again, and you can only go through so many mental breakdowns until people just kind of think it's part of your personality and don't really care about you anymore. It also doesn't help that he's streaming on Kick, which is like the #1 clip farming platform in the world. So obviously after threatening to blow his brains out off camera, he was then promptly banned again on Kick. Now, in most situations, if you're a big Kick streamer, you'd be unbanned in about 20 minutes once you sent some money to Aiden Ross's Bitcoin account. But surprisingly, we got confirmation from none other than Sam Pepper that Fousey was permanently banned. That is because Sam texted Ed Craven directly about Fousey's status. Ed Craven being a multi-billionaire in Australia who basically founded Kick.
All right, I text Eddie. Is that it for Fousey? Question mark. I don't know if he's typing.
What's with all these fucking Kick streamers dressing like the biggest fucking retards you've ever seen? Big stupid fucking chain. He's wearing a fucking McDonald's hat. The shirt's not bad, but the fuck is that hat,
bro.
man?
He's probably sweating over his fucking phone right now. Yeah, no more Fousey, man. This isn't good for anyone.
Now, this is a huge thing because Fousey was basically someone, like, he was basically the same as Neon. He was someone that basically had ban immunity. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Fousey would always speak so highly about Kick. And as well, he apparently had like a mega contract set up with Kick. And obviously, after his ban, that's not going to be happening anymore. So once again, to no one's surprise, again, I'm talking about the FouseyTube cycle again. He got banned. What's the first thing he did? he ran to Twitter and started crying about it. Now, he was saying, like, really unhinged stuff at this point. He was just going full guns blazing, saying that he wanted to fuck Sam Frank, who's Neon's girlfriend. He's also saying how he's going to move to Australia. I'm not sure if that was like a kind of sub-threat against Ed Craven, who is an Australian billionaire, and how as well he is officially saying goodbye to his views on becoming a rapper. And also directly talking about Kai Cenat, saying that if Fousey got banned within 30 days, which he did, Kai Cenat would have to retire from the internet.
Let's read this. Today I spoke to Kai Cenat and promised, wallahi, that if I go to jail, a psych ward, get arrested, or banned in the next 30 days, I'll retire from the internet forever. No one will ever see my face again. This is the last choice. My G7, 0.4 seconds left on the clock moment. I need this! What the fuck, dude?
Retire from the internet. His
This
rampage
guy's out
didn't
of
stop
his
there, though.
fucking
He went on
mind.
to share a very lengthy letter to his team regarding how things played out in the stream earlier that day. He then also talks about Kick, saying that he realizes he can never stream there again, almost like wishing them the best, saying that he wants to see more from the platform, even though he can no longer stream there. I do like the way that he words it as well, like he chose to leave Kick, not that he was permabanned off the website. Now, you'd think after writing a very lengthy letter and saying that he hopes that Kick does better, he'd stop there, but no, he doesn't, because it's FouseyTube we're talking about. He then tweets at his ex-manager Nadeem, talking about how he flew his team out to Australia, leaving Fousey by himself, which is ironic because the exact same thing happened with Fousey's dog, Muffin. And once he heard that his ban was permanent, was basically spewing his hatred for Kick. He then proceeds to record a video of one of the employees that flew from Fousey and proceeds to fire him.
One of my employees tried calling me and said, "Dog, I never sent anybody home. You're lying." So I called my employee and I said, "Hey, did he send you home?" He said, "Sir, yes, sir." I said, "Did you text him this morning like he told me you told him to and said that you're going home and you're scared of me?" He said, "Sir, no, sir. Listen, I called him."
Like, who the fuck runs their business like this? Making his fucking employees call him sir. Fucking everyone's fucking clearly scared of him. Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with anyone? Like, who the fuck would work for someone like this?
And I told him, "Fuck you. You're lying. Listen." He goes,
You're
"I never
lying.
said that." DJ VIP goes, "Yes, you did." I go, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch and your wife in front of your fucking
What the
dead
fuck,
body."
man?
And then it gets even messier because there were DMs that were leaked between Nadeem and another ex-employee as well. And then apparently starts by threatening their families and the safety of their families as well. Not only that, but he went as far as to call his parents up, saying that he disowns them.
I mean,
What the fuck is this dude still in public for? You're like threatening people's fucking families? Like, you can't do that. Fucking Jesus Christ.
a Muslim, you guys put me on this earth, Baba, but now I'm 34, so I'm living my own life. So Baba, this is the last you're ever gonna see me. I live in Australia now.
I'm 34, Mom. I'm living my own life. You're never gonna see me again. I'm running away. Fucking look at him. Dressed like this while he's fucking trying to disown his mom. Like, what the fuck, man?
The house in San Diego, I'm still paying for. I need you to drop off Muffin to Los Angeles. I'm giving away my dog Muffin to her babysitter. You guys lost me, Baba. I'm living my own life now.
As well as apparently firing his
Jesus,
therapist
dude.
as well. We definitely all needed to publicly know about that. Like, these allegations, they just keep coming. Apparently there was another one as well. His ex-manager Nadeem was spreading a rumor that Fousey allegedly raped a woman. So yeah, you can really tell that this is just mad. This is mutually assured destruction. Fousey does not care. He's been kicked off of Kick, so he's going to try and do as much damage to everyone around him as possible. Most normal, sane people would keep all of this under a box. Maybe they'd do a lawsuit, or maybe, you know, they kind of bide their time. But Fousey just airs all of it straight away, even apparently posting a video of him allegedly getting arrested. And when he realizes that he's played every single card, he's burnt every single bridge, he then asks Andrew Tate if he can be his understudy. Could you imagine like a worse
Jesus.
timeline where you've got like Andrew Tate, being like the Jedi teacher to FouseyTube, like he's the Padawan. He also started threatening one of the guys that he punched, saying that he's gonna sue him. Yeah,
Wait, where is it? Remember the bitch ass who I punched? That guy doxed me and had 14 cops wake me up with guns. He doesn't know, but I have people on his team on my team. Look at this dumbass. Green light G7. We shoot, don't miss. Sue me, bitch. I'll fuck your lawyer anally and make you record. What the fuck, dude? Threatening his fucking threatening a lawyer too, like how the fuck is he still in public? I don't get it.
Guys that he punched, saying that he's gonna sue him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that lawsuit will go very well. I really have no idea what's gonna happen next with Fousey, and again, I hate to admit it, but like, this is probably like the top 5 crash outs that he's had. I wouldn't even say this is number 1. Fousey is someone who has on stream multiple times threatened suicide, talked about swatting, talked about doxing. He is a very unhinged character, and even without his bipolar disorder, I really think he would just be erratic anyway. You're gonna reach a point though where like it's not funny anymore and it's not even sad. You just become very apathetic to it because this person has done basically the same thing over and over, but repeatedly, he's still given platforms by different streaming companies. He's gone from Kick now, but there will always be other places that he can stream because people will see how much of a crash out he is and go, that could make us a lot of money. There'd be a lot of clips to be made there. I mean, a great example is Neon. Does anyone actually like Neon? Do they respect him? No, they like to make fun of him because if they clip him, it makes them money because they know that a lot of the internet hates Neon, and Neon likes that because for streamers, any news is good news. The same situation with KSI, how he rage baited all the 11-year-olds and then turned around and said, I fooled all of you. I was only pretending to be a moron. And again, anyone over the age of 11 would have known that. Now, brave statement incoming. I have one of these per video. I think Fousey needs to take some time off the internet and basically just stop streaming.
That is never gonna happen. He has said before straight up that he was gonna quit permanently, like multiple fucking times. But does he ever do it? Any of those times longer than like a week and a half? No. Fucking. The dude's just too far gone to be reasoned with at this point.
The guy is definitely well off. He's nowhere near homeless. He probably has at least a couple mil in the bank. He has that time to take like a mental health break away from the internet and like refresh himself. You know, maybe he needs to find some kind of like medication to go on to, or maybe some kind of like therapy, because again, streaming on its own, you are basically doing a performance. And I know that there are different like ways that communities interact with each other. You know, some people are mocked constantly. They're like kind of a court jester. And then other people are treated with a lot more respect as well. Fousey is definitely the latter half. People are kind of like laughing at him, not with him. And again, like streaming, doing content, that can really drain your mental health. I know the whole meme of like, I get it. Guys, where's Corey Kenshin? It's been a year. All he has to do is wake up and record a video. But I'm talking about the performance of being on stream. You constantly have to read chat. You have to be addressing TTS. You have to be entertaining. It is a lot. Again, like when I stream, I know I'm sat on my ass doing nothing, but I feel like after 3 hours of streaming, I could probably sleep for 2 days because of just how like physically intensive it is. But yeah, what's going to happen with Fousey? No idea. You'll probably find out he's going to be streaming on Twitter or something soon, and he'll probably just be doing another 30-day subathon. He'll have another crash out, and it will just be, you know, the boy who cried Cliff Farm.
There it is. Fuck, now I'm kind of curious. What even is Fousey up to these days? There should be like a wiki documenting him, like the Chris Chan one. October 24th, I'm getting the help I desperately needed. Well, that was like a month. That was like a month ago. Oh, 11 days ago. Here we go. Fousey banned on Kick once again following alleged doxing incident. Was it? I'm guessing he's, yeah, from what I'm seeing here, he's just in this, like, weird limbo state of just being banned everywhere. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy.